Imagine waking up on Arrakis, not as a messiah, not as Paul Atreides, but as a sleeper cell with no legacy and no prophecy. Just you, the desert, and a war for spice that's spiraling into chaos. That's the setup for Dune Awakening, Funcom's upcoming survival MMO. I am Jake and this is NerdSection.com. Strap in, because Dune Awakening isn't just another sandbox survival game. This is an MMO set in an alternate version of the Dune universe, where you're not reenacting the movies or riding the coattails of existing characters. Instead, you're stepping into a power vacuum, dropped on Arrakis as a product of Bene Gesserit scheming, with a mystery to uncover and a planet to survive. The Fremen? Gone. House Atreides? Still in the game but locked in a brutal civil war with the Harkonnens. The spice? Still flowing and still worth killing for. Let's talk gameplay. This isn't your average survival loop of chopping trees and crafting spears. Dune Awakening is all about surviving the extremes of Arrakis. You'll be managing hydration, staying out of the sun's death glare, and watching the skies for sandstorms that don't just mess with visibility, they reshape the landscape entirely. These dynamic weather systems reset the world every week, which means your shelter today might be worm chow tomorrow. Speaking of worms, yes, the sandworms are here, and they're not just background noise, they're an ever-present threat, especially when you're harvesting spice in the open desert. Make too much noise, stay in one place too long, or just get unlucky, and one of these behemoths might show up to swallow you and your crew whole. Spice harvesting is a high-risk, high-reward activity that makes you think twice before hitting gather. Character creation is a highlight here. You're not just choosing a face and a hairstyle. Your origin world, mentorship, and factional allegiance all shape your abilities. Want to tap into the mystic powers of the Bene Gesserit? Choose a mentor from their ranks and unlock the voice, a power that can literally bend others to your will. Prefer to go the mentored route? You can boost your tactical abilities and outthink your enemies. It's not just roleplay fluff. Your choices matter both in PvP and PvE combat. And yes, this game has both. The world is divided into safe zones and contested territories. The deep desert, home to the game's endgame content, is where PvP reigns supreme. Expect large-scale battles, resource wars, and cutthroat betrayals. But for those who aren't into the gangfest life, there's also a PvE-only region behind the shield wall. Here you can raid shipwrecks, explore abandoned labs, and complete missions without worrying about some dude named Muad'Dib stabbing you in the back. Funcom is aiming for a living world, powered by Unreal Engine 5, that supports hundreds of players per server. The visuals, crisp. The vibes, dusty, brutal, and dripping with lore. And let's not forget the social aspect. Player-run factions, political intrigue, and economic manipulation are baked into the experience. This is the kind of game where diplomacy can be deadlier than combat, and betrayal is always on the menu. As for release, Dune Awakening officially drops on June 10th, 2025 for PC. But if you're ready to cough up for the deluxe or ultimate editions, you'll get in 5 days early, starting June 5. The game is also coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and SS, with console versions expected by late 2026. And yes, there are multiple editions, each with their own perks, but the real draw is the early access and the DLC Season Pass tied to the higher tiers. So, is this just another survival MMO cashing ins on a big IP? Not even close. Funcom is swinging big with Dune Awakening, and whether they stick the landing or get swallowed whole by their own ambition, one thing's for sure: the spice will flow, and you're about to find out what it really means to survive on Arrakis. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out our video about Elden Ring Night Reign. See you next time.